So here's the CRF with both suspension, YSS, on the back and on the front. So I'm going to test it on the road. I'm going to do a little bit of off-road and see what difference it's made. Already the bike's about, I would say, an inch taller. It doesn't sag, and that's the difference when you used to get on the standard springs. It was tall, but as soon as you sat on it, it compressed. Where this does compress a little bit, but not a great deal. It's not got that rocking backwards and forwards as it did. Yeah, when you accelerate, you don't have that leaning back as though the forks are fully extending. Yeah, it's pretty much much more stiffer at the front. Let's test the braking. Yeah, there's hardly that dive. There is some dive on there, but it ain't got the dive that it had. And it's certainly, it doesn't give that rocking horse feel that it previously did. So already, that's a massive improvement. Let's see what it's like on some twisty roads. Yeah, there's just not that sag that it had before. It actually feels, well, it feels like a different bike. It feels like I'm on a different bike. Yeah, it's pretty bumpy road there. I took it quite nicely. Yeah, turns in nicely. Yeah, absorbing them potholes really well. I mean, the previous suspension handled the potholes, but I think it was on the rebound when it threw it back up, and it gave you kind of a bucking bronco sensation. I mean, these are, you won't pick it up on the GoPro, but these are pretty bad potholey roads, and it's dealing with them quite well. Let's try kettle grid, shall we? Not a problem at all. I didn't even notice it. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it feels stiffer all round and firmer all round, which is giving it a really tight ride. On the road, it's made a massive improvement from the early minutes that I've actually been on here. Let's try a little light off-road. I'm not blessed with a lot of off-road tracks around here. You've got to go quite a way to get them, which is a shame, because I've always got to go like an hour away. Oh, that's pretty bad potholes there. Handling it very well, actually. Not an issue. And this is loose, gravelly surface. Yep. That's okay. That's good. Just a little short lane. I mean, this is quite compact. This is not a difficult road, but to test the suspension, it's well, I'm sat down and it's quite easy. Yeah, it deals with this very, very easily. I mean, it's an easy road. I'm not an expert. I'm Joe Average. I'm a novice rider. But that was a considerably mass improvement on the standard suspension. It's confidence inspiring. It just feels tighter into the bends on the road as well. It's not just the improvement that it's made off-road, it's the improvement overall. Now, I know there's some people saying, oh, you should have gone with a Rally Raid, and there's other suspensions which are much, much better, but as I say, I'm a novice rider, I'm average Joe, I want to get out and enjoy it, but the other suspension just wasn't working for me. This is probably the suspension it should have left the factory with. But, you know, I learned, I cut my teeth on the stock suspension, and this is a massive upgrade to me, and I would probably say in another year, another 2 years, I'll probably upgrade it again. Or see what else is out there. Oh, the smell of two-stroke. See, a sunny day brings everybody out. And me was thinking, oh, it's the end of the season, Premiership, last day. Nobody's going to be out. You're wrong on that. We'll catch you on Match of the Day later. Enjoy the sunshine while you can, and I don't blame you. I'm doing it. Thank you very much, mate. Even the cyclists are out. Yeah, what you can't see on these roads is the very, very bumpy and potholy, but the bike's absorbing it very, very well. So it's a winner for me, you know, for the price that I spent on it. Front and back 360 quid delivered, fitted free on the back, and 30 quid on the front. See my previous video. And that is money well spent. Yeah, you could go along and spend £1,500, £2,000 on suspension. That works for me very, very well. I set the front spring up, it's 115 kilograms, I'm 100, and the back is 105, and I say I'm 100. But that works very, very well without gear, with just myself on it. Beautiful roads these, and this is why I ride all year round, because in summer they're packed, and you can't blame people for coming out and enjoying it. Enjoying it you should, and everybody's got the right to be here. Walkers, people on L plates, horse riders, we're all here to enjoy the countryside. But in winter there's hardly anybody on these roads. Take your time, it gets a bit slippy when the leaves drop. It's incredibly slippy, but that's why I ride all year round. Here's another little bit of a technical, easy. Put potholes, dirt. Now, I did this road when I first bought this bike. and it was throwing me everywhere. You can probably hear by my voice. It's a bit choppy. But on the suspension that was standard, on that little bit there, threw me all over the place. And I sat down for that bit. It was quite comfortable. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm at Rivington in Horwich, Rivington Barn, Rivington Hall, Country Park. Beautiful place. I mean, it's late in the day. It's probably, well, it's 4 o'clock. Hi fellas. Everybody comes here on a Sunday, and they have done since I was a lad. But anyway, that's enough about that. Suspension. Yeah, I'm glad I did it. For the money, I would advise anybody with a skill set like mine, go out and do it. If you a seasoned rider, a good rider, above average rider, an advanced rider, it's probably not for you. But you're going to be spending more, or you're probably on the wrong bike. But for this bike and this suspension setup, for somebody like me,